Hello, BookTube. I'm here mainly with the book haul, but whoa, there's somebody else here too. It's not a ghost. Aaron's here to help me move stuff up again. And I'm in a different location. You can see sort of through where I usually sit into the kitchen there. I'll just sort of spin the camera around because there's now a bit of space in the living room. You see, oh, there's books there. There's boxes. And let me see, I won't be able to see as I turn it, but and there's the front of the room, and there's still more boxes, but there's now space, which is really nice. And there'll be more by the end of the week. But I got a book haul. I shouldn't be doing this, but I got some sort of a gifting, some cash, and I got a really good bargain on a lot of science fiction paperbacks that should be in perfect condition almost, and they were really cheap. And here's the box. I've cut my address off, so it's a big box. So let's get started with this. This is going to be a bit awkward, but I thought I'd wait to open it on camera. Yeah, stab myself with the knife, yeah. Before anybody says anything, it's not very thing. If I did stab myself fully, it would barely go in. Okay. Now, let's get rid of the packing. Bump everything. Christmas, wrapping, everything. Okay, I'm gonna set this down, and I can smell. Everybody seems in the UK keep their books and everything out in a garage, unheated garage, or out in a garden shed, and you could smell it. And even my sniffer doesn't work that well. So I'm gonna set this down. If you want to maybe help passing me up some. Yeah, these are nice condition. Sort of nice getting some Lee Brackett. I might have to split this up into 2 videos at least. This is The Big Jump by Lee Brackett. It is, oh, it's got a crease on the cover, so I knew this one wasn't as perfect condition. And that's why it was a lot cheaper. It's an Ace book. Now, yeah, Ace usually doesn't say who their cover artists are, and it doesn't jump to mind immediately. I would have to look that up. But it's a short one. So I'm really glad to get that. A.E. Van Vogt, as everybody knows, one of my favorites. Voyage of the Beagle. I think I just have a really rough copy of this, or a bad reprint, I think it is. So that's nice. This is a Panther, yeah. Panther? Yeah, Panther. It's probably, what's his name? Chris Ross is probably the cover artist, who, I like his stuff, but he never read a book in his life that he illustrated, as far as I know. So yeah, this is Voyage of the Beagle, and this is originally 59, but this is a Panther reprint, or actually 51, I guess. It says, oh, originally printed by Panther in 1959, and this is a 77 reprint. And originally was published in the UK in 51 by Grayson and Grayson hardcovers, which have usually really, really nice covers on. Let's see here. Oh, Gordon R. Dixon, which I've not read enough of, and when there was a slew of his, I thought I'd grab them. So this is a later one. This is probably an Ace. Oh no, it's a Tor. Let's see here. Tor, 1988, so yeah, so it's a bit late. And again, no discernible cover artist that I can see. But yeah, Tor, this reflection of light, because I got there's a window in the front door, so that's doing it. The second Dorsai, second in the Dorsai trilogies, Soldier Ask Not. I'm not sure if I've got all the Dorsais here or not. This is a Sphere, British edition. Let's see here, 1975 Sphere, and originally 1967 copyrighted. Let's see here. Looks like somebody bought this originally at Forbidden Planet for £1.35. That's another Gordon R. Dixon, Masters of Everon. As you can see, these are all in really, really good condition. And this is another Sphere, I think. No, it's Ace. I'm batting 1,000 here. 1980, Masters of Everon. It says cover art, and this time it did, Enric. I don't know if the artist. I'll have to see if I can get the sticker off.
Just have a look at that one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Kenneth Bulmer, The Hunters of Junjangi. I don't think I've read this one. This is an ace double, one of the later ace doubles.
Gladiator with the top.
Yeah, but it's not. It's probably a laser Tommy gun. That's probably what it is. It's a laser. And then John Glasby, Project Gove. Gove. God, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Jove. I don't think I've read either of these. And it's got a remainder punched through the cover, sort of. Well, it's a delete, or well, I'm not sure what they call it for the books, but cover art by Kelly Freas on this one, which is really cool. 1971. And for the Kenneth Bulmer, Kelly Freas as well. So not one of his better ones, but it's probably illustrated. At least I'm pretty sure Kelly Freas actually read the books, or at least knew what it was about. The Grib by A.E. Van Vogt. Again, the spines are perfect. Hence getting all these. This is New English Library, April 1980. It says A.E. Van Vogt and James H. Schmitz. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. Because, yeah, I haven't had this one of A.E. Van Vogt's. I thought it was just a collection of short stories. It looks like it. But maybe he co-wrote one or two with Schmitz. Yeah, 1976. No attributable cover artist. Again, it would have to be looked up, which I'm not doing it. I don't recognize it. Weapon Shops of Isher, which I do have, but I like this cover. And it's in really good shape.
That cover, and there's another one here. They did like the German Impressionists films.
Oh.
So, if you know what I mean. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that it's atrocious that they didn't. Well, they probably didn't pay them much. That's the thing. They probably just bought it and said, you're working for us, and yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, that's a little strange. It's double column the first page. I don't remember that. It's a news article, I think. This new edition, 1979. Who's this one? Is this by? This must be New English Library as well. Yeah, New English Library. 1979 edition. But yeah, like I say, it's perfect condition. And that's how I like to have them. And the Weapon Makers. And that'll be the same artist as that. I'm pretty sure. It looks the same. Let's see here. Small print though. Fairly small. New English Library again. 1979. As I say, I might have to do another, do this in two parts. We'll see. I'll go for about 30 or 40 minutes maybe, and then we'll see. This is Gordon R. Dixon. It says author of the Dorsai. No, this isn't part of the Dorsai. Time Storm, published, says, so 77, and Sphere Books in 1978. It's a bit larger, but again, the condition is wonderful. I was a little hesitant because you never know with people's description and pictures, but all the information, like he confirmed that it was, so if there was any problems, I knew I'd get my money back. This is kind of interesting. I've got a Grotti copy of this, so I'm glad to upgrade with this Clifford Simak Ring Around the Sun. But it has, and it's only this edition, the New English Library edition, that has an introduction, short introduction by Harry Harrison, 1977. So that's something that I really, really wanted because it's Simak. Let's see, a Robert Heinlein, Assignment and Eternity. Yeah, the spines are just perfect. That's a nice cover. And I've got to revisit Heinlein. I prefer to start with his short stories because I always knew that I liked his short stories more than his novels. But this one, it's New English Library again, 1971. Again, no artist that I can see here. And he's dedicated for Sprague and Catherine. So L. Sprague de Camp and his wife Catherine. This one. So they were actually together, or L. Sprague de Camp, with Isaac Asimov during the war at a research center outside a naval research center outside of Philadelphia, I think it was. Yeah. Oh, this one's a little rougher than I thought, but it's still okay. Time is the Simplest Thing. By Simak. It's a Pan. Let's see here. 1961. Is that the Pan date as well? It must be. It's just good. It's a little rough around the edges there, but it's still nice condition. Better. I don't think I have that edition, so that's good.
The pans are always nice to get just for the covers.
Yeah. This one's not so much though. That's the thing. It's like the pans are nice, but yeah, this one just it doesn't cut it. Let me see. Will they dare put the artist's name on here? No. Again, that has to be looked up if I want to know. Gordon R. Dixon with Roland Green, Jamie and the Red, a sword-swinging adventure in a land dark with magic. So it's a sword and sorcery book. But I do want to read some of his. He wrote about 60 novels, and I probably have 20 or 25 here. So again, sticker was for Forbidden Planet, $2.95. It was bought. That must have been the full price. Yeah. Let's see. 1984. Again, no artist listed. Let me rearrange my piles here. Yes, I have many piles today. Let's see here. Another there's lots of Gordon R. Dixon. Where was this bought? Dark They Were and Golden Eyed. I don't know if that's the name of a place, but it was £1.20. Pro, an Ace Illustrated novels. Those are always kind of interesting. Like I say, I have not read near enough Gordon R. Dixon, and I was talking to Mark Richardson, and I just sort of found out, which it was no secret, but I never really looked into him, that he was born in Canada. I think it was Edmonton, Alberta. So I was really surprised at that, and I knew that he lived in Minneapolis, I think, for a while, and he was friends with Simak, and I thought, well, I should actually read more of his stuff. So, and then this came available. So yeah, Pro. I'm not going to go into what the books are about because that would just take way too long. 1978, Ace, and as I say, it is illustrated, so there's some nice illustrations in here. Oh, sorry, I'm covering you up there. Not used to having a book haul with somebody else over my shoulder. There we go. And yeah, another Gordon. Oh, okay, Lost Dorsai. So we got two here anyway. 1980 Nebula Nominee. And this is an illustrated one as well. Ace Illustrated. After illustrations by Fernando, at least the interior ones are on this one. 1981. That's kind of the usual cover. Oh, okay. There's another delivery, I guess. Oh, no, that's fine. That was just a post. I am waiting for some bags to carry and put books in, but I think that's going to be later on today. So, artist Fernando. They're always nice to get these Ace illustrated ones. I don't see enough of them anymore. Oh, this is a nice edition. I do have one, but the spine's all screwed up. Well, this one has a little roughness, but can't complain. The spine is the biggest thing, the binding. A sphere, A. Van Vogt and E. Main Hull, which was his wife, the Winged Man. And there's sort of controversy a bit whether she actually wrote most of the stuff or he just used her name and how much input she had. So there's still a lot of controversy, well, not controversy, but question around that. So this is his first sphere in 1970. A really sort of psychedelic cover. Ooh, this is a nice one. Not nice cover, but I mean nice condition. It's a British edition, 4 square books of Clifford Simak's All the Traps of Earth, and it's got less stories in than the American version. That's usually what happened. It's a cut down version, or usually the cut down versions of the paperbacks, they're cut down from the hardcovers if they're anthologies. So this has All the Traps of Earth, Drop Dead, No Life of Their Own, and The Sitters. And this is 19. It says reissued as a New English Library. So this is New English Library, even though it says so 4 square books. I believe is part of New English Library. So it's very thin, but again in nice shape. It's got remainder mark on the bottom. Lesser Del Rey. This is another Ace double, the newer ones. Badge of Infamy, Earthmen Becoming Martians. And then we flip it to another Lesser Del Rey, The Sky. I've read The Sky is Falling, but I'm not sure about the Badge of Infamy. Ace books. The Sky is Falling is 1973, and Badge of Infamy is, it started saying here, 1963 Galaxy, and then 1957. A shorter and earlier version of this story appeared as No More Stars under the pseudonym of Charles Satterfield in Beyond Fantasy Fiction for July 1954. And the Badge of Infamy, it says it was in Galaxy 1954, and then copyright again 1963. Yeah, shorter and earlier version of the story appeared in Satellite Science Fiction for June 1957. So, but thing with Ace, sometimes they actually had the shorter version, so they could fit 2 in. Another Gordon R. Dixon fantasy, by the looks of it, The Earth Lords. So I'm probably, if I do get around to reading all of these Gordon R. Dixon, there'll probably be more fantasy than I've ever read. Have you read any of this stuff? Or?
Oh, no. I went to the first time I heard of it was when Steve brought it up on his channel.
The Dorsai, yeah. No, they're good. And that's what he's mostly known for. This is 1989. Cover art by Keith Parkinson. And it's I just had it there. Ace. It's an Ace. So at some point, Ace started showing who the cover artist was. Another Lee Brackett with the John Stark series, the #1. First time in print, it says. That's a cool cover. Again, nice spine. I'm really happy to have these because they're a little pricey here in the UK. 1974. Cover art by Steranko. Wow, there you go. People will know that from comic books. I think comic. Yeah, I think he did comic books. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was at DC.
1974, but okay. This is the first time in print. It says a somewhat shorter version of this novel was serialized in the magazine Worlds of If. Okay, that's a nice one. This is the one I used to have. There's a little wear on it. There's some covers that just continually will have wear for some reason, like rubbing. But that's a nice one. Spine might... No, it's hard to say. It's lighter than the front, but it might be a little lighter than the back. It just might have a little bit of fading on it, but not sun fading. It's probably just normal fading. 1973, Sedgwick and Jackson. So yeah, the Out of Their Minds, which is another good Simac. Looks like this was knocked down in price by the price sticker, The Reavers of Skaith. Another John Stark by Lee Brackett. That looks like it's probably another Steranko cover as well. Yeah, James Steranko. August 1976. This was the one that I couldn't find this one by A. Van Vogt. It's a horrible cover, but it's a one. It's another fix-up type thing that he puts these. Well, they're short stories, but he changes. He kept fiddling with his short stories. This is 1950. It has an introduction by Forrest J. Ackerman, cover artist. It's a corgi. No cover artist, not surprising. Another Lee Brackett, The Coming of the Terrans. Could Earthmen stand against the forgotten science of the Red Planet? First time in paperback. An Ace book. Let's see, 1967. Yeah, and it's got the original little ad that came with the book, probably. Well, I'm assuming it did, unless somebody stuck it in as a bookmark. 1967, Ace books. A. Van Vogt, Renaissance. I believe I do have this in a really ratty version, so it's at the price of these, it was impossible not to pick it up in nice condition. This New English Library, 1970. Still, yeah, no artist. Put a bit of glue on that, so it doesn't. Fellowship of the Talisman by Simac. This is the paperback version or this version that I read originally. 1978. Michael Whelan cover. Again, nicely done, but it's usual with a lot of these when they go to cut them, you get a flaking of paper. The Blau by A.E. Van Vogt, by the author of Slan and Other Science Fiction Monsters. That could be actually probably half the stuff that's in the monster one. But again, this was a title I didn't have. But he rewrote his short stories, and he took various short stories and then just tacked them together with a bit of rewrite and created a new novel. This was originally, I guess, bought for 90p. So, let's see, is that all of them out of there?
No, there's still quite a few.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, I'll just continue on. Wolfling, Gordon R. Dixon, a Hugo Award winner. Well, Gordon R. Dixon was. A science fiction classic. He came to the galactic throne world, one wild and wily man, to save the Earth from slavery. There you go. Really short. Adele book. Second printing, 1977. Again, no artist attribution. Gordon R. Dixon, surprise, surprise. As I say, there's 20 some here. The Last Master. Let's see here. 1984. It's a tour. Cover by David Mattingly. Name's familiar, but I can't place it. Oh, this is a nice one. The Red Planet, Robert Heinlein. I think it's one of his. It could be one of his juvenile ones. I think. Undisputed King of Science Fiction for young readers. Well, okay. 1949. Originally, this is Pan Books, 1967. So that's a nice Pan cover and a nice shape. Poul Anderson, Fire Time. Don't think I've read this one. It doesn't look familiar. A big, bold novel of interplanetary conflict and intrigue. It's got a bit of a ding in the top, but it's not bad. 1974. Darrell K. Sweet's cover. So that's nice. I'll hold it a little more. Yeah, I'll have to get these stickers off. Hopefully they'll come off. They've probably been there for 20 or 30 years. Did I say the date on this? 1974. So that sticker's been there for 30 plus years, I'm sure. Jack L. Chalker. Oh, okay. I don't remember this one. Midnight at the Well of Souls. First time in print. I'm not that familiar with his works. I've read some. 1977 originally. This is a Del Rey paperback. This is third printing, 1978. Cover by H.R. Van Dongen. Dongen? Yeah, Dongen. Again, perfect cover. Gordon R. Dixon. The Outposter. The lottery exiled them into outer space to face probable death from the alien Meta-Vandans. That's a cool cover. Yeah, hopefully the stickers will come off. This is a mirror book? Manor Books. That's why it didn't sound right. Yeah, no cover artist, 1973. With yellow staining on the edges. This is a nice edition. Clifford Simak, Enchanted Pilgrimage. Nice condition all around. It's not perfect, but as close as you're going to get for paperbacks. 1975. It's a Berkeley medallion publication. Yeah, I don't see any artist attribution. British edition of Time is the Simplest Thing. I've actually got a couple of these people have given me, but they're all slanted, faded spines. So I thought, no, I'm gonna get this one, especially when it was so cheap. It's a Methuen. British, part of Victor Golan's, it was originally published by Victor Golan's in 1962. This is, 61. And, no artist on the cover. It's a bit of beginning to fox on the pages, but you can't see it on the camera. Enchanted Pilgrimage. Is that the second one? Did I have Enchanted Pilgrimage already? Yeah, I did. So I got two. This is the British version, and the American version.
Because I prefer the British version cover.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with, as far as I can remember, the story. So it must be Chris Foss would be the cover artist. So I'm just guessing, but yeah, it is a nice cover. It's Fontana, but yeah, it has nothing to do with the book. The Beast. Oh, horrible cover by A.E. Van Vogt. But again, in perfect condition. Or almost perfect. Second printing, 1968, McFadden. I do like McFadden books, but not all the time they're covers. Oh yeah, this is one I do like. That's a Richard Powers cover, if I'm not mistaken. They Walk Like Men by Clifford Simak. It's sort of abstract stuff, but I do like Richard Powers. And if it's not attributed, I'm 100% sure it is. Second printing, 1967. Yeah, it's not saying, but yeah, that's definitely a Richard Powers. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. A.E. Van Vogt, The Proxy, Intelligence, and Other Mind Benders. Again, this has a slight crease on the spine, but very, very light. It can barely be seen. Another collection of short stories repackaged. Paperback Library, 1971. 9p somebody paid for it. Jeez. Now, I got them cheap, but not that cheap.
If that's pre or post decimalisation. It's when it printed.
I did say 1971, so it's after.
Yeah. Well, just after.
Yeah. Null A3. I do like these sphere covers, but again, they are nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up to see because I'm sure they're all the same artist. Oh, did I say the year of that? This is 1985. Is this one? It says copyright 1984. So yeah, it was one of his later ones. I think he added to the world of Null A. Again, a lot of these seem to have been bought at Forbidden Planet. And like I paid less than this for most of them than originally was sold for. Love Not Human, Gordon R. Dixon, Hugo Award-winning author of the Child cycle novels. Ace book, it's collection, 1981, a collection of short stories. Underwater dinosaur, I guess.
Plesiosaur by the look of it.
Sorry? Yeah.
Plesiosaur, maybe.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name, but yeah, that's what I was thinking or trying to think of. The Alien Way, Gordon R. Dixon, a Corgi. Corgi science fiction paperbacks are cool. I don't see enough of them. But yeah, this one is in nice condition. And then really, thought it felt funny. Somebody did a really bad no. They put a plastic cover on it and taped it over. So that'll eventually just turn brown. It hasn't been done too long ago. I doubt it's archival. Originally 1973, this edition, but that's been done more recently. That's why it felt funny. As you can see the... if I can get the... You can see the edge of the tape. Oh well. Robert Heinlein. Oh, that's a risque cover. Oh, it's got quite a few creases on the spine, which I didn't see, but that's okay. Glory Road, the British publication of a masterpiece of science fantasy. So that's a risque cover. So I'll probably get banned from YouTube now. 1965. This is New English Library edition. 1960. That's 1968. That's pretty risque. Yeah, there's a bit of creasing on the spine, as you can see, which I must have missed that on the picture. Oh, that's another racy one from Edgar Rice Burroughs' Pellucidar. It's a tandem science fiction, or it's tandem publication. 1973, originally 1915. But yeah, they're a bit racy. I'm at 35 minutes.
The one box is empty.
It's empty.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there's left there, but The Moon Maid by Edgar Rice Burroughs. There was just a few of these, so I thought I'd get them because I don't think I have any of these in paperback, but whether I'm going to be able to complete anything is another question. 1975 by, this is Tandem again. I'm not that familiar with that publisher. I think I've seen them, but not too many.
Say 17 left altogether.
17. Well, I might as well just plow on. The Werewolf Principle. We'll be doing this in November. This is an odd cover of Pan Books, but it actually works. It actually kind of works. 1967. This is actually, yeah, it's the first Pan. It's the first printing by the looks of it in the UK, 1968, by Pan Books. That's in really nice shape. Again, no artist attributed to it, but it almost has a bit of like the human there has a Richard Powers look to it. Gordon R. Dixon, Special Delivery. It's an ace? Yeah, it's an ace. Second printing 1979. With 2 printings, January and March 1979. Ooh, that's kind of nice. It's very heavy. It must be the... Oh, yeah, it's another Ace Illustrated. Home from the Shore, Gordon R. Dixon. And you can see this is embossed, and then silver. Ace. Artwork by James R. Odbert. I'm not sure if that's the same as the cover. They don't say. But they all sort of have this similar artwork, if I remember the Ace. They had a style, I think a almost house style that most conform to. Gordon R. Dixon, Beyond the Dar Al Harb. That's a cool cover. Again, spine perfecto. November 1985, a tour book. Oh yeah, this one was nice to get. The Changeling by A. Van Vogt. The invaders gave mankind a choice: slavery or death. And it was bought at Night Books for 3 shillings and 6 pence. This is an edition that I wanted to get, and I think it was really expensive when I originally saw it. It's a McFadden book, 1969. Second printing, or first printing was 1967. And yeah, I don't know who the artist is, but I do love it. It's a little rocket ship going up there. There's a lot going on in that cover. Supermind by A.E. Van Vogt. I think this is just an upgrade on the one I have. New English Library, 1979. Naked to the Stars. Yeah, this is more of a more famous one of Gordon R. Dixon. At least I believe it is. It's one I've read a long time ago. It's a Lancer book. Lancer books are nice. You usually don't see them in that good a condition, though. There's no date. No, there is 1961. So with purple, the purple page edges are nice. But yeah, that's a nice condition for, what is that? That's 60 plus years old. 1961. Is that 70? 60.
Yeah, it'd be 60.
Yeah, or 60. Another Lee Brackett, Alpha Centauri or Die. An Ace book, 1963. Again, no cover artist. This is not. Is it? It's not a Stark. It's. I think it is part of. It's part of her series. I think it fits in. If I remember correctly. But yeah, it's a thin one. Again, yellow sprayed edges. A.E. Van Vogt, the Anarchist Colossus. This one I don't have, but it's like part of these stories could be in other books of his. It's a Pan book, 1979. Yeah. It's an introduction to it, actually. So yeah, it's because I think this is another one of his made-up ones from other stories. Forever Man. Yeah, this is another one that's somewhat familiar for his from Gordon R. Dixon. Not as famous as the Dorsai and so forth. Sign of the Dragon was where it was bought for £1. It's an Ace. 1988. Hardcover 86 and Ace edition 1988. On the Run. Gordon R. Dixon. Forbidden Planet again. Winner of virtually every award science fiction has to offer. Well, there's a few like that. Even Simak, his friend. Which probably did win every award that there was. 1956 originally published as Mankind on the Run. Oh, okay. And this is Ace Printing, November 1979. Getting close. What are we at? 43 minutes. Genetic General. Oh, this is an old, smaller Ace one, which is nice. It's got a crease in the cover, but I do like these old, tinier, smaller Aces. 2 shillings. Probably was original. It was 40 cents. So that's probably the original price on it. From 1960. The Pritchard Mass. Gordon R. Dixon. Mankind's Final Hope. Oh, it's got a few creases on the top there. 1983 tour. It should have the artist. Joe Chiodo? Not familiar with the name. Space Paw by Gordon R. Dixon. $95p at LSP Books Limited. 1969 Berkeley Medallion. And Arcturus Landing by Gordon R. Dixon. That's another one that I've read, I'm quite sure. I like the cover art of that. This is an Ace. And this is all material new to this edition. Copyright. It's a short. No, just not saying short. So it must be originally published as Alien from Arcturus. So yeah, so he's rewrote it or added to it. I'm not sure which. Robert Heinlein, The Star Beast. Oh, that's a cool cover.
Very 1970s.
Yeah. And they probably won't say who it is. New English Library. No, they don't. But I might have a few here to do some paperback parades on. So that'd be kind of cool. Oh, Dorsey. So I've got all the Dorsey, but different editions. But I think I have all the three. There's more than three, though. I'm sure there is. I have to look that up. It's a long time since I read them. But that's a nice sphere cover. 1976 sphere reprint from 1960. Originally, American paperback appeared under the title Genetic General. And the last one.
No, of course, I didn't expect to see that name.
Yeah, I knew you were going to... that was... I had to get this because I don't think I even knew this existed. For your Biggles fans out there, W.E. Johns. Yeah, it's the same author. Kings of Space. From the author of Biggles comes a thrilling space adventure. Are they short stories? Or just names of the... there's a foreword to it. 1954, originally published. This is 1980. What do they call it? Piccolo books, yeah.
I suppose if you can write RF stories, you can write space stories.
Yeah. But I don't know if he's done anything more. And I saw that, and I didn't know he did this. I just know him as Biggles.
Yeah.
So I had to get that. But that was one of the really cheap ones. Anyway, that's at almost 50 minutes. I hope this will go up because my doohickey is running out of space all the time. My tablet. So I'll end it there. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Or?
No.
Yeah. So I'll be back. Take care, BookTube. Bye.